Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you how I cream contour. I've actually been getting a lot of requests to go ahead and do this type of video, so I want to go ahead and share with you guys how I cream contour, tips and tricks and everything like that, as well as the products and brushes that I use to go ahead and do the cream contour as well as set my face. So today I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, the cream contour kit. This is her medium. I use the medium because I do self-tan, so for the majority of the time I am tan. It does come in fair, light, medium, and dark. So whatever your skin tone is, you can definitely go ahead and get one of these because they are now in all different colors, so they will all suit everybody's skin tone. So like I said, I'm going to be using the medium today, and like I said, I will be sharing with you guys the brushes and everything that I use. So let's just go ahead and get started. So as you can see, first of all, I'm filming another tutorial, so that's why my eyes look like this, but I also have already put on my foundation. If you're interested in the foundation that I am wearing, this is the Kogendo Aqua foundation. My shade is 143, one of my favorite foundations ever. So I have applied that to my face. Sorry about the bing. So when it comes to cream contouring, I personally prefer cream contouring. I've always done powder, and then I recently started to get into cream contouring, and I personally prefer cream contouring because I feel like it actually looks more natural than when you do powder. I feel like powder, even though I love it and I still do it to this day, I just feel like doing cream contour makes it look more natural and it doesn't look so powdery, if that makes any sense. For those who don't know, when you highlight and contour, you are actually like slimming the face. So you highlight the highest points of your face and you're going to contour the hollows of your face. So it's going to make your face look slimmer, and who doesn't want their face look slim, right? Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with this warm coral shade. I use this shade for under my eyes because I do have dark circles under my eyes, and when you have, when you have bluish tones under your eyes, you want to cancel them out using an orange concealer. I have many orange concealers, but I feel like this one is my favorite. I use this one the most, and it really does cancel out the dark circles under my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. This is the Sigma Precision Angled P84 brush. I love using this because it does have that angle to it. It's a good, solid brush. Like, I really do love this. And it has that angle to it, so I feel like it gets right into that under eye. So I'm gonna go in with the P84, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of that orange. If you are using the orange, like I said, if you don't have dark circles, you don't need to do this step, but I will say when you are doing the orange, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need to pack it on or anything like that because you don't want your under eyes to look crazy orange after you blend it out and everything. So I took a good amount, not too much, but a good amount, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to press this under my eyes. You also want to make sure you get it in this inner corner right here because we all have those bluish tones in that inner corner. And as you feel like you need more, go back in with your brush and get some more on, and then go ahead and pat it on. So I want to make sure you get it right into that inner corner, that inner C there, and just patting it under your eyes. I don't do my whole under eye because I feel like the darkest point, as you can see over on this side, the darkest area of my under eye is right in the inner corner here. So I only put the orange on that inner corner. So going back into the warm coral, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And I want to say too, all the time, you want to make sure, I actually did a, current foundation routine a couple weeks ago. I'll leave it linked down below for you guys, where I tell you guys the moisturizers and everything, the eye creams that I use before I do my foundation. So to help not have any of this concealer and everything crease, you want to go ahead and make sure you put an under eye cream under your eyes before you go ahead and start doing your makeup, because then it will really help with not creasing. Okay, so when we have that down, the next thing that I do, usually people do the triangle of the yellow underneath. Being that I have the orange there, I like to go ahead and add the yellow to kind of the cheek where I usually put my highlight, like my powder highlight. I like to put it just around this area here because then it will brighten up that under eye, but it won't mix with the orange. So then I can go ahead and put my concealer right on top of that orange. So I'm gonna go ahead with the same brush. I still have a little orange on it if you want to brush a little bit off on a tissue or something like I just did. So I'm gonna go into the banana shade, which is a really nice yellow shade, which is mixed a little bit with orange, but that's all right. So I'm gonna go ahead, get a good amount on my brush, and then I'm gonna start to highlight under my eye. I also go in with a liquid highlighter if you would like that. I'm actually gonna be highlighting my forehead with this as well so you guys can get the full effect on how you do cream contouring. So like I said, I just put this right here because I really do feel like it helps with highlighting, but it doesn't mix with the orange. So now I'm gonna go back into the banana and I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead. After this, I usually go in and do the rest of the highlight on my face because I want this cream to set before I go ahead and put on my concealer, because if you just put it on, you don't let it sit for a minute and set, it's just gonna mix with your concealer and get a little crazy. So usually I go ahead and I'll do my brows, or I go ahead and I finish up doing the rest of my face. So I'm first gonna go ahead and just do the face with you guys right now. Usually I go in with my MAC Prep and Prime pen, and this is in Light Boost, which is a yellow shade. But for the purpose of this video being a cream contour, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the banana shade in my palette. So I'm gonna take yellow, the yellow shade on my P84, and I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the forehead. When you highlight the forehead, you're gonna wanna highlight kind of like a palm tree. That's what they kind of say it should look like, where you kind of wanna go from the arch of your brow to the other arch and just make like a palm tree or whatever you think it looks like. I'm also gonna bring it down the center of my nose. Depending on your nose shape, I have a kind of wide nose and I also have a long nose. So for that, I always stop it right there in the center of my nose, and then I'll go ahead and contour the sides and bring it all together, as you'll see in a moment. But I always stop it right there because I want to make my nose look shorter. So when you stop it there, it will make the illusion that your nose is shorter, and then being that it's wider, I'm going to contour it and highlight it, so then it will make the illusion that your nose is slimmer. So then going back with the banana, I'm going to go ahead and put some on my chin. And you're gonna highlight in these areas besides under your eyes, because then it's just gonna balance everything out. If you just highlight under your eyes, it's not gonna look right. It's just gonna be so bright under your eyes, and the rest of your face is gonna be tan or whatever your skin tone is, and it's just not gonna look right. So that's why you wanna highlight all these other areas, because then it will all blend together and look more natural, if you believe that. So a little bit above the lip. And then you can also highlight under the contour. That's another place that you can. I personally don't like to highlight under my contour because I just don't like the way that it looks on me personally. I've seen it, of course, on hundreds of people, and I think it looks really great, but for me, I don't highlight under my contour. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this out. So first I'm gonna use my MAC 130 brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to go ahead and blend out my highlight as well as my contour. I'm gonna do the highlight first, blend it out, and then I'll go in with my contour. So using my 130 brush, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Now you don't wanna blend it, okay, we got a little hair here. We got a little brush bristle. When you blend it out, you want to press it in. You don't want to blend it like this or buff it or anything like that. You kind of just want to press it. And as you can see, it really blends it out. So then we're going to blend out our highlight up here. Down the nose. Okay, just like that. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our concealer, get that on, and then we'll go ahead and do our contour. So for concealer today, I'm gonna use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. My shade is NW20. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this on the piece of paper that I have in front of me. I always have a piece of paper in front while I do my makeup, so if I have a piece of tape, I can just put it on. If I use glue, lash glue, or glitter adhesive, or if I do my winged liner, I always have a piece of paper in front of me. So then going back in with my MAC 287 brush, so for concealer today, I'm going to use my MAC 287 brush. It's dirty because I just used it on my face beforehand. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into my concealer. As you can see, this is my little piece of paper. I'm going to dip into my concealer, get some of it on, and then I'm going to go ahead and start to press it into my under eyes. So being that I have this highlight here, I'm going to kind of mainly focus the concealer in this section right here so I can cover up that orange. So I'm going to go ahead and start to press it in like this. Get that inner corner. Get it up to your lower lash line. And if you feel like you need a little more, just go ahead and tap a little more on. And then I always flip my brush over to the other side and I start to press it in a little bit more just to get it set a little bit more, because now it's such a wet product. So I just want it to set a little bit more. So as you push it in, that's actually setting it. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of my concealer and do the same thing on our other eye. Going in with my foundation brush that I used before to put on my foundation, I'm now going to kind of blend out the edges of that highlight that we put down, just so that it doesn't look so like stark, like it doesn't look like it's such a huge highlighted area. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And if you want to brighten up the face a little bit more, you don't have to do this step. I'm actually just gonna go in with a little bit of the light boost. So even if you want to just highlight a little bit more, I just want to bring a little bit more of a yellow undertone to my eyes and just add a little bit more to the forehead, because I don't like to do too much of a cream because it's such a heavy, I just don't want too much on the face, too much as I continue to put thousands of products on my face. I'm just going in with my foundation brush and just blending all of this out. Okay, so now that we have our highlight down, we don't want to set it just yet. I then go in and I do my contour, because I don't want to go ahead and set everything with powder and then mix it with my contour, because when you mix powder and cream together, it's not good. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do my contour next. To contour, I use my Sigma concealer brush. This is the F75. I don't use it for concealer, I use it for contouring. So I'm gonna go in to my Anastasia kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here in the middle here. I believe it's called Cinnamon. I thought it was chocolate, it's cinnamon. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that product onto my brush. And what we're gonna do when you contour, you want to kind of create that invisible line going from the top of your ear and bring it to the corner of your mouth. That's the rule. If you have a longer face, you can bring it up and curve it and kind of cup it around your cheek. And then we're going to go ahead and do the forehead and the nose. So I'm going to go ahead and create that invisible line. You can make it a little thicker up by the ear if you would like, and just bring it down. You don't want to bring it all the way down to the corner of your eye. I kind of stop it right here at the edge of my eye, and you're just going to want to bring it right to there. So we're going to go in with some more product and do the same thing over here, starting at the top of your ear and bringing it to the corner. Then you're going to want to do the sides. So I go in dots down the side because I don't want to do too much on either side. Like that. And then the forehead, I do have kind of a larger forehead, so I do put a good amount of contour on my forehead. So you want to contour the sides of your forehead as well as the top, of course, depending on how big or small your forehead is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make some lines like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some lines across the top. So then we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit on the chin and the jaw. And last, we're gonna do the nose. So I don't want a lot of product. I just kind of tap my brush into it, or if you just want to use the excess that was on the product from when we did the face. And you're gonna want to contour down the sides like this. You kind of want to go from the top of you, from the end of your brow, and bring it down the sides, just like that. And you're gonna do the same on the other side. Wrap it around the bottom of your nose. And then, like I said, being that my nose is longer, I want to make it shorter. I make a line right across there, and that will make your nose look shorter. So that is contouring with cream. So now we're going to go ahead and use the same 130 brush that we used before to blend out our highlight, kind of get some of the excess off if you would like. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it out. You can use another product to blend it out. One of the ones that I love to blend my contour out is the Chanel Soleil Tan Chanel Bronzing Base. If you want, you can also blend it out a little bit with this. For me, I honestly just blend it out by itself. So I'm going to start to blend this product out. The one reason why I love using the Anastasia product for cream contouring is it's so blendable. I feel like I've tried a couple different brands, and there are some where it's so difficult to blend it out. Like, I will just put it down and then go ahead and blend it right away so it doesn't set at all, because once it sets, it's like you like build like a, it's like you're like a bodybuilder trying to blend it out, you know? Being careful when you blend it, you don't want to bring it too far down along the brow. So if you feel like you brought it too far down, go back with your concealer brush. Just go around the brows a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and do this side. Oh, and then I usually go in with my foundation and just blend out the top a little bit, just so that it all blends together. I'm also doing the same. For our nose, I'm gonna go back in with my, I got glitter glue on it. So going back in with my MAC 287 brush that I used before to do my concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this to blend out the sides of my nose. And then blending across. So there you go. That is all of our cream products on. So now to setting everything, because once you put cream down, you want to make sure that you set it. That's a big, big yes, you need to do that. So for setting today, for my highlighted areas, I'm going to go ahead, especially under my eyes. This is my holy grail under eye product to set. You guys know I use this in every single one of my makeup tutorials. This is the Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes using this. I use my Sigma Tapered Highlighting F35 brush to go ahead and do that, because as you can see with the creams, my under eyes have already started creasing. So we're going to go ahead and do the highlight under the eyes first. So as you can see, I have product in the cap of my brush, of my Laura Mercier thing, and then I also have a bunch of powder in there. So I'm going to be going back and forth between the Sigma Tapered Highlighting brush, the F35, and my MAC concealer brush, the 287. When you set something, especially under your eyes, you want to make sure you get all of the creasing out from under your eyes, because once you set it, you're done. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the Laura Mercier translucent powder on the back of my brush, get some of the excess off. I got it all over my pants. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC 287, and I'm going to look up into the mirror, okay? And you're going to want to press and get all of that creasing out. And once you get the creasing out, don't look down, don't look down. You're gonna go ahead and take that brush and you're gonna set it, pressing it into your under eyes. And there you go, now it is set. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest and set the forehead, down the center of the nose, the chin, and then I'm also just gonna set over here. Oh, and then also my smile lines. Now we're gonna go ahead and set our contour. So for setting the contour, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I mix, whoa! Oh, son of a... Look at what I did! I'm such a dope. I'm such a little dopey dope. Oh gosh, and it's all over my pants. Back to contouring. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these two shades over here. I'm gonna mix them together. I love that nice thumbprint I just etched in my... So I am gonna use the Sigma Large Powder F30 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and on this side, at the side of my brush, as you can see me doing here, I'm not gonna take the whole, go like this and then do it. I take the side, hit off the excess, and we're gonna go ahead and start to set our contour. Same on the other side. And then once I put that down, then that's when I'll go with the top of the brush and I'll start to blend that powder out. Alright guys, so that is it for my cream highlight and contour video. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows and finish up the eyes for my makeup tutorial, finish up the face and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you liked when I destroyed my Shade and Light palette, because it was just like the highlight of this video for me. If you have any other video requests that you would like me to do, please leave them down in the description bar below. I would love to hear your guys' requests as well as your feedback on this video, so let me know in the comments down below. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.